It's like detective work.
It's the most baffling unsolved crime in FBI history.
What is he saying with his number system?
In 1971, a man skyjacked an airplane for ransom and vanished into the night sky.
And we have a match.
Unsolved until now.
I got 2 Bronze Stars.
Sergeant Rick Sherwood triangulated targets.
You were a code breaker.
Yes.
Trying to eradicate the enemy in Vietnam.
November 29th, 1969. The worst day of my life.
The 19-year-old Hoosier had just given 4 comrades in their UH-1 helicopter their target.
So I called them, and I got no answer. And they said Jaguar Yellow was down.
3 tours in, he got out, about as far away from Phuc Vinh as he could, Wheatfield, Indiana.
I never, in my wildest dream, would have ever thought that I would ever use any kind of code breaking or anything again.
Until
Tom Colbert.
Tom Colbert, a Los Angeles producer.
He was investigating the D.B. Cooper skyjacking, happened in 71.
It began with a seizure of this Northwest Airlines 727.
And he said, I think I know who did this.
Description on one wire service, master criminal.
He goes, Robert Rackstraw, he was one of your pilots.
Robert Rackstraw, a retired pilot in California, has been questioned before in this documentary.
If you're D.B. Cooper, the world would want to know your story.
Sure they would. So would the FBI and the secret indictment.
Top secret, you got T, which is 20.
Codebreaker Sherwood was asked to crack long suspected ciphers after D.B. Cooper extorted $200,000 in 20s, parachuted from the plane into infamy. He then taunted authorities in post-hijacking letters.
when some guy said he's got a D.B. Cooper suspect, you think what?
Everybody's got a suspect. They're still looking for Elvis.
Retired FBI agent and behavioral analyst, now Professor Jack Schaefer, was enlisted to create a character sketch for Colbert's independent cold case team. Now,
Well, I think certainly there's a strong circumstantial case now, especially the link between the decoded messages and Rackstraw, because that fits his personality.
In your assessment, could Robert Rackstraw be D.B. Cooper?
There's a strong possibility that he is.
Rackstraw had the training and left the military just months before D.B. Cooper hijacked the Boeing 727.
I'm thinking, I'm going to look at the military stuff. So I wrote down everything about the military that Rackstraw was involved in.
Vietnam, top secret, 371st, their unit. 11th GS, their company, using the alphabet code where each letter gets a numerical value. A is 1, B is 2, and so on.
This was what was used on letter 5, which broke everything open.
In Cooper's letter number 5, Sherwood noted at the bottom,
The 7 CCs on top added up to 21.
he deciphered that to be ASA, Army Security Agency, their intelligence branch. He'd find 371st, 11th GS.
Where our choppers flew out of in Vietnam.
And then there's letter number 6. Sherwood noted Cooper's, and please tell the lackey cops D.B. Cooper is not my real name.
Then he used the terminology of lackey. I said, there's something here. Said that could be his name.
And please tell the lackey cops equals 269. Sherwood racked his mind for an equivalent. I'm Lieutenant Robert W. Rackstraw. Also equals 269.
Game, set, match.
Rackstraw's D.B. Cooper.
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm sure.
And we called Rackstraw in California to ask him about it. He said, quote, "Why don't you come out to California and talk to me?" And then hung up. In a statement, the FBI told us they no longer actively investigate the case, but they add if physical evidence presents itself, physical, parachutes, ransom money, call your local FBI office.
So all this circumstantial, fascinating evidence, nothing the FBI can do?
Nothing that the FBI, at least in their comment to us, is willing to do, although it is, by all accounts, even according to former FBI guys, behavioral analysts, it's a remarkable set of circumstances.
Okay, it is. Brad, thanks.